Well, good evening, guys and gals. It's me, George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man. You can see our outside temperature right there. And my inside temperature is about 40, I think that says. I can't tell. I did have it up to 50 degrees in here a little while ago. I finished off those generators. The customer decided he wanted the oil changed. Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit below 40 degrees now. I had it up to 50 earlier while I was working on this lawnmower. Yeah, it's like 38 in here now. That's not bad. Yes, I was working on this lawnmower pulling the motor, and not without some hitches along the way, but we got her done. And for Todd Owen, the family that gave me this lawnmower and the motor seized up on him, he was concerned that he just hadn't been checking the oil long enough. And that may be true, but when I lifted the motor off, all 4 of those bolts fell out. I said fell out. I didn't back them off, they fell out. So there was no bolts going up to hold the bottom section of the motor to the main block, with the exception of these 2 bolts right here. So that's probably why it was leaking oil so bad, and you would not have known that unless you pulled the motor off. And the last motor I pulled similar to this, the hole was big enough in the frame right there so that the whole pulley could come out. Well, not so on this one. Had to get the pulley off to get the motor to come out because the hole is too small for the larger size pulley. Well, thankfully, when I put it back together, we won't be putting the larger size pulley on it. We'll only be putting the smaller size one on the top there, because this is going to become a snowplow tractor for my son. And just to refresh your memories, this motor here is a 14.5 overhead valve, just like it says on the shroud over there. Yeah. And the one that we're putting in it is actually a 12.5, which is fine. The actual horsepower rating on these things is relative. This may be the same motor as the other one, other than that the other one is a flathead and not an overhead. If I recall correctly, it's out in the shed right now. But yeah, we got it out, and got the mower deck off. That was a pain. That's sitting out in the snow. Oh yeah, we had more snow last night, not much. But there it is sitting out there in the snow. It's probably going to go to the scrap yard. I might take some parts off of it. But my son has a mower already, riding mower. And so he just wants this for plowing snow. So that's what we're going to make it. So I thought you might like to see that out. And on my next time working at it, I will be cleaning it up a little bit in here before I reinstall the other motor. And then once we get the other motor reinstalled, then we have to install the snowplow. We picked this one up at an online auction locally. Look at the size of those pads on that thing. They're upside down. They actually go down on the lower part, but I haven't seen any quite like that. Mine don't have any pads like that. Mine is just a straight blade. Well, I shouldn't say it doesn't have any. Doesn't have huge things like that. Mine are just hookups on the back, and I have them lifted up so that I can also use it for plowing dirt. So it plows the driveway very nicely. So there you have it. Another project underway on the Shade Tree Fix-It Man channel. Thanks for watching, And oh yeah, just like this one has stacks on it. Woo! That one's a 2-cylinder. This one's only a 1-cylinder, but it's going to have a stack on it too, because the muffler on this one, just like my Yard King, was originally mounted down in the front, in front of the axle. But that's where the plow equipment is going to get hooked on. So that won't be going back in there. So that'll be another fun project, making another stack for this one. Thanks again for watching, for commenting, and subscribing. We got ghosts. It just rolled out of there by itself. And oh yeah, it wanted to remind me that my wheels are getting very close to being ready for primer and paint. They're down in the basement, as you saw before, and they're almost totally clean, having been soaked in the vinegar, and then lots of work with wire wheels and scuff pads and you name it. We're working at it. Thanks again. Bye now. And here's the tip of the day. If you need rags to use in the shop for cleaning your cars, for whatever, check out your local Salvation Army store. I've already pulled a bunch out of here. This bag was jam-packed tight, and I paid $3.50 for the whole bag. And these are all terry cloth, you know, wash towels, bath towels, you name it. Good deal. Keep your hands clean. Bye.